Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. I'm down in Des Moines, Iowa today at the Iowa Power Farm Show, a great show, and we're visiting with our friends at AGI. Now you might not know AGI, but I'm telling you, a ton of great brands here on the grain handling equipment side, and we're going to learn a little bit more by talking to some of their experts. All right folks, here we are with our friends at AGI, and we'll just go left right here. Now this is Greg, and Greg, your last name?
It's Giesbrecht.
Giesbrecht, and you are the...
I'm the Director of Sales for the AGI's farm brands in the U.S.
Okay, and here we have Kevin Primer.
I'm a territory sales representative for Eastern Iowa, Southeastern Minnesota.
Okay, so you get up my way, close to Rochester, Kevin?
I do. I travel through Rochester as often as I can. Love that part of the state.
Well, it's pretty up there. We're going to talk augers here in a minute with Kevin. Westfield Augers. And here we have Jody. Now, Jody, help me with your last name?
Duclos.
Duclos. And you are from Winnipeg?
No, I'm from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. I'm the product manager for the Batco product line and REM, Grainvacs, and the Wheatheart Post Pounders.
Okay, and we've connected on social media. I know you're way ahead of the game there, Jody. What you're doing is fantastic. So
thank you.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Now we're going to pan back to Greg here, sales manager. Now, Greg, tell us AGI. Well, just tell us about it.
AGI is a company that we make all grain handling equipment, storage equipment, material handling, wide range of anything that has to do with storage and conditioning of grain.
Right. And some brands that are just, I mean, super well thought of out there for years. I mean, we're talking. Well, run us through the list. Some of your brands.
Well, some of the brands that we have here at the Iowa Farm Power Show would be Westfield grain augers, Batco belt conveyors. We have Hutchinson grain augers, Hutchinson drive-over pits, that kind of equipment. We have Wheatheart grain augers, we have REM Grainvacs, and then part of our storage side of the business, we have the MFS bins, we have Nico fans and dryers. The list goes on and on.
These are iconic brands that resonate with farmers. I mean, high quality.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And how did you start to, I mean, with AGI, pull these brands together? How far back does that go?
Well, it goes back to, I believe it's 1996.
Okay.
Started with Batco belt conveyors, actually.
Okay.
And then it quickly became Batco and Wheatheart. Okay. And then from Batco and Wheatheart, it just kept on growing. Obviously, Westfield came into the picture very early in that. And since then, they've acquired, I think there's almost about 30 different brands and factories. And
I understand some recent acquisitions also by AGI, kind of on the technology side, is that correct?
Yeah, the technology side. It's part of the industry that's obviously growing very quickly. We want to be part of it. There's a lot of applications within our product line that farmers are going to benefit from as we grow.
Right, very cool. Well, Kevin, let's get your perspective here. Now, how long have you been with AGI?
I have been with AGI for 13 years.
Okay.
Started out just selling Westfield grain augers, and now selling and promoting Westfield, Wheatheart, Batco, Hutchinson, Mayrath, REM, and Wheatheart Post Pounders.
And you were out talking to your extensive dealer network?
I talk to dealers every day in Eastern Iowa and Southeast Minnesota. And anybody from main lines to short line dealers, or we deal with them all.
And guys, I'll pull back here. I want to get all your reactions to this, but sales of your products, grain handling products here the last few years, how have they been? Jody, let's start with you.
I'd say in the last 6 months or a year, things have started to take off again in the U.S.
Okay.
Canada's been very strong for us over the last 5 years, especially with the Batco belt conveyors.
Yeah, Batco is really a hot one for you, isn't the conveyor?
Yes, it is. It's a trend we're seeing with guys going to more gentle handling of the products.
Right. Okay. And that particular model out front, that 1535, that's really ringing the bell?
That's one of our most popular units we sell, yeah.
Okay. How about now, and you got your start, Jody, with REM, right?
That's right, REM Grainvacs. I actually started with REM in 1996.
1996.
And when AGI purchased REM in 2014, I moved over with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how have things been on the Grainvacs of late here with sales?
I'd say strong and steady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jody, we were talking a little bit before, chit-chatting about maybe farmer optimism a little over a year ago seemed to pick up a little bit. Did that sort of help with
We
purchasing?
certainly saw that in the U.S. side, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, let's swing back, Kevin and Greg. What have you guys been seeing the last? Let's just talk 2017 here. Sales of your equipment. Good year.
Yeah, it's finished very strong, and it's we've got a really good start to 2018.
Okay.
The way that it's shaping up, it seems like farmers are increasing storage. Got a real high demand for storage equipment,
Okay.
and anything to make it easier to handle it back out.
And on the storage side, we were talking a little bit before, but that's kind of where it's at, isn't it? Controlling your options and investing in that end of the business.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like as farmers produce more of a crop, their yields are going up. They want to have more control of everything that they produce, and with that, there's obviously a demand for handling it efficiently,
Sure.
and doing it safely, making sure that you have control of everything that you take off the field.
And on the storage side, with again West Steel and
MFS.
MFS,
Yes. We have two large bin manufacturers in North America. One of them is West Steel in Winnipeg,
Okay.
Canada, and the other one is MFS in Grand Island.
And how the last 5 years bin sales?
Bin sales have been good. Bin sales have been good. Yeah, more and more larger bins. That seems to be the trend that we're seeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, how about just the fact that with your new products, being that we're not talking tractors, combines, planters here, we're price point wise, we're staying under. I mean, what would be like your highest price point?
Well,
Generally speaking.
the highest price point we have in a grain auger is actually a 16-inch, 125-foot
Okay.
grain
That's a
auger.
big auger.
That is a very big auger. Yeah, it needs a pretty big tractor.
Yep. Yep.
And that auger's selling for almost $70,000.
Well under 100K.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you think that's helped AGI and the products you sell over the last few years staying under that these nosebleed numbers that farmers are having to deal with on other types of equipment?
I think so. I think as long as the product works really well,
Right.
it's reliable, it's got good after-sales support, parts, service, dealers that can take care of it, like Kevin was saying.
Right.
Then when the price point is in a kind of a comfortable range for what it actually does, I think it really helps farmer with it.
Right. And that's sort of a killer sweet spot, isn't it? When you have high quality product with a strong reputation and at a good price point, that's a good place to be.
Yeah.
And that's probably why AGI stock has been going well the last couple of years, and it has been doing well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
You guys are traded on public company, traded on which board?
Toronto Stock Exchange.
Toronto Stock Exchange. Okay. Kevin, let's talk about Westfield augers now. 28 years I've been covering auctions, and I've been, when you talk a nice Westfield auger, I mean, the prices are always very strong. What's been your experience with both at the dealer level, selling new Westfield, and when you talk farmers?
The name is what helps. It's been around 60-some years for grain augers, so that history helps.
Yep.
But also, I think when Westfield moved into the U.S. and opened factory warehouses in 3 different states to provide the support necessary, that increases the value as well, because you can get parts, you can get service when you need it.
Commitment is important.
That helps a lot. We're seeing in my territory especially, and I think U.S. wide, I think we're seeing more adaptation to bigger augers. So the guys that were buying 8-inch swing hopper augers are now buying 10-inch. The 10-inch guys are going 13-inch.
Sure.
And I think over the last 4 or 5 years, we're noticing a big trend going to 13-inch augers.
Okay.
As customers get bigger, they want to go faster.
Right.
As the boom in combine sales, the last 6 years,
Right.
they don't want that Class 8 combine sitting at the end of the field waiting for the $10,000 auger to unload.
Efficiency.
So we're seeing a lot of that in the 13 and 16-inch augers capacity.
How did the late harvest affect sales late 2017 at all?
It's great for sales. Long harvests are good for us.
Okay.
It's not good for the producer.
Yeah, stressful. But.
Yeah, but a long harvest means there's more chances to break things, more chances for people to get in a hurry.
Right.
And they want to go faster to speed things up, and so we sell a lot in the fall just to help speed things up.
That's interesting, because at machinerybeat.com, the search traffic to the grain handling category was pretty robust late 2017.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
well, Jody, let's swing your way here now. I understand you're kind of building a reputation on the social media guru guy for AGI. But what I love just from visiting with you, Jody, is you're doing it from you're passionate about the products you have and telling the story.
Yeah.
So tell us some of the things you've been doing out there and what's working for you.
Yeah, so when I started with social media, I started with the REM grain vac side of things. And it came because I was using the vac and doing demos and showing farmers how to use the vac from my perspective, from all the stuff I'd learned over the 19 years of being with REM. And then when I got into the Batco side of things, I went out and I actually used the Batco machines myself, so I could learn them just like I'd learned the REM grain vacs.
Sure.
And now I'm trying to share those same stories. And just most recently with the Weedheart Pounders.
Yeah, let me pan around here. This is a new product?
No, the Weedheart Pounders have been around.
Yep. Oh, but you're just... Okay, gotcha. So what are you doing there, Jody?
So just recently started up a Facebook page for them as well,
Nice.
and Instagram account. I do Twitter as well with all 3 product lines.
Okay,
And it's
cool.
been very successful. Done lots of videos, and people are liking them and sharing them, and getting good information.
Are you finding that the customers that are, have been using Batco and loving them, or Weedheart, kind of like seeing the products out there? They're connected
absolutely,
to them.
yeah. Farmers are proud of what they buy.
Yes.
And whatever they buy, they like to see it in action, and they like to see it promoted as well.
Kind of ownership of the brand.
Absolutely.
Well, that jives, like Kevin, we were talking about the high auction prices I've seen over the years on Westfield, and Greg, that's got to make you feel pretty good. I mean, from a sales manager standpoint for the future. How are you looking at 2018? What kind of year do you think it'll be?
I think 2018, I mean, we never know exactly.
Right.
We've never lost a crop in January. We know that.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is shaping up to be pretty good, because it looks like farmers have worn out some equipment as a result of the tougher harvest or the longer harvest. So we know that there's going to be some replacement of products. We also know that there's going to be a lot of parts and a lot of after-sale support for stuff that they've already bought.
Sure.
And that's one of our specialties. That's one thing that our company takes a lot of pride in, is making sure that we have parts availability and we're able to service and support the products.
Right.
So no matter what happens in spring and summer, we prepare. We get ready for it now.
Very cool.
And we want to make sure that we can take care of our customers. So.
All right, guys, let's end up here and we'll go down the line. We'll start with you, Jody. Tell us why, the advantage of buying an AGI product.
Oh boy, quality for sure, number one. Service after the sale, and just being part of this large group gives us strength.
Right, very cool. Kevin, from where you're sitting, what would you say?
I think you have to look at the equipment you buy as an investment, and if you know it's going to be worth something when you're ready to upgrade or ready to get bigger, you have some value left in it. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things, the values you get back from a product. It's not just wear out and throw it in the iron pile. It's actually worth something when you're done.
I can attest, Westfield augers and I was telling you, Jody, those REM vacs you were building all those years, they hold up.
They do.
I film YouTube videos over the years, and when there's a REM vac, it sells high. Yep. Good condition. And I will finish with you, Greg. Again, AGI, why should a farmer buy one of your many products?
For the both obvious reasons that Jody and Kevin said, but our dealers. Our dealers are where it really comes down to it. They're the ones that take care of the customers. They're our first line of defense. They have all the resources to make sure that things get done. We could never say enough about our dealer network, and we can make the best product in the world. But if we don't have a strong dealer network to sell it, then we don't have the success that we have. So.
And Greg, if folks are interested in any of your products, do you have like dealer locators on your?
We do.
What's the best way to find?
Best way to find us probably on the internet.
Yeah.
We have a lot of links depending on where you like to search for information.
And I'm sure folks like to shop at machinerypete.com.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you,
Always
viewers.
plug Machinery Pete.
No, that's awesome. Well, again, hey, guys, thanks for telling us the story about AGI. And again, folks, I'm telling you, I'm trying to get a shot here, but these products that AGI makes, I mean, these are quality. And again, thanks for telling us, guys. And check them out at the Iowa Farm Show, guys, here all 3 days. You'll be in Louisville also?
Yes,
for sure.
But Jody, you won't be in Louisville?
I won't be in Louisville.
Now, why will you not be in Louisville?
I've got other commitments that take me away from that show.
I hear you. Well, that's good stuff. Guys, thanks again. Great fun.